you. Yeah, you. Come closer. Yeah. You're tuned into OTFMZ. They got the tea, honey. It's your girl, She'll Need a Rapper. Stay tuned.
Peter Don is lit.
I want to keep this energy. I'm keeping it.
What's up, family? Welcome to the Otmz show. I'm your host, Peter Don. We got
It's your boy Dakarai. A little tipsy already, so I'm looking forward to having a good show tonight.
definitely gonna have a good show tonight. Tonight we are getting into the top 10 female battle rappers of 2020. We did get a panel for this, so we needed some assistance. So we definitely brought in Hurricane Do. She's a very well-known female blogger. She's into female battle rap. So she usually does a top 20. So we had to get her input on narrowing it down to the top 10 female battlers of the year. And we also reached out to NHB Millz, definitely known within OTF, URL. So his input was definitely important that we received that as well when composing this list. Anything you want to say, Dakarai, before we bring them out?
Let's get into it, because we're going to talk about some shit tonight.
And no attacking us. This is definitely a panel decision. We went over. We definitely put a lot of thought into the top 10 for the year. So
We did.
boom. Hold on. Let me unmute. Boom. Boom. All right. Mills.
Yo, what's good?
So what's up? How y'all doing?
Hey,
What's up?
happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you.
Definitely happy to have both of you. How you guys been feeling about female battle rap this year?
Exciting, happy, proud, so many positive things.
And
Really
you,
dope.
They definitely kicked up. Queen of the Ring is back. I think all events they had this year was successful. Royalty, King versus Queens, and Watch the Throne was all successful events. So Queen of the Ring is back. So that's a good look.
Definitely, Queen of the Ring is back. I think female battle rap as a whole is back on all levels. We've seen a lot of new girls coming in. We've seen a lot of old girls coming back and making moves. A lot of vets coming in to secure their spots this year. So it was a very interesting year for female battle rap. Caffeine was introduced as well, which brought a whole new vibe to female battle rap. One particular girl that we did see, as I said, some girls came back. She was making moves. We've seen her moving like we've never seen her move before. So before we get into our top 10, we actually going to get into our honorable mention for the night.
Okay.
Which is Lady Caution. Lady Caution was an honorable mention. As you can see, Caution definitely made some performances in 2020 that caught the eye of Young Gaddis, which brought her out of retirement, which led to them then having a classic battle. For the year, Lady Caution did battle Young Gaddis, Dakarai, Nemesis, and Lex Benko. How you feel about Lady Caution's year in 2020?
I feel like she had a good, pretty breakout year. We've seen her. She's been on the scene for a while, and I'm just glad to see that she's finally, getting opportunities to, show her talent and to, step up. And I look forward to seeing, more of Caution in 2021. I know that she's with Rock now, so it's good to see I don't know if the behind the scenes, and maybe he might, not necessarily helping her get that, but I mean that's a good cosign to have, Tay Rock in your corner. So it's it's good to see, and she seems to have stepped up her bars, her performance. So I look forward to seeing more from Caution in 2021.
I have to agree. I'm happy. This is her breakout year. This is the best we've seen Caution. This is the most consistent ever been. And I like to add that I love the looks. I'm just here for Caution's looks. I'm happy for that shit. And I'm looking forward to her next look. I love her versus Gaddis too. I thought that was like a real standout battle, and it was noted by a lot of people. So she definitely deserved to be on the honorable mention list.
Mills, you got any thoughts on the
Oh, what
honorable
up,
mention?
Smack?
Oh, what's up, Smack? Oh, look, we got Smack.
Official now.
Yo, he trying to watch it on caffeine. He don't see how
He got to go on my it's Peter Don. If he go on Peter Don, it's live.
Oh, Peter Don.
PDADON.
PDADON. Yeah, Caution. I think this might have been like, I ain't gonna lie, I started watching most of her battles later in the year. I ain't even know she kind of made that much noise until I was talking to y'all. Caution put on though after I started watching a couple of her battles lately with Gaddis and everybody, but she put a lot of work in. That's why she got to be in the honorable mention at least. So I just feel like the top 10 is all did a little more and had more meaningful battles than her, but she definitely put in work this year. So I hope she stay on track for next year.
Yeah, and I think a lot of Caution's battles this year were one-rounders. But she's getting her feet wet. She's stepping into a whole nother tier of ranking and battlers. So it's definitely, good to see Caution, making some moves, especially after being in the game for so long. So we about to start off our top 10 for the year. Anybody else y'all thought should have been in the honorable mention spot? I see some people commenting. How do y'all feel about Caution being in the honorable mention? While y'all get into that in the comments, we're going to get into our number 10, which is C3.
C3?
Yeah.
Nah, cause I really love C3. Like for real. C3, I mean, it took me a while to be okay with her being 10. I think she put in some real work this year. I mean, and her level of comp was kind of crazy. Like, her and Rum Nitty was crazy to me.
They say your tip is massive. Well, if I pull this magnet to the change. Hey, Charlie, should I do another scheme?
Who else? Who's the other battle she took?
We actually got all her battles listed. So we got Rum Nitty, we got Cheddar. She took La G or LAG, Shice Raw. I believe that say Gap Boy Hurt, Stack, Almighty, T.I. Glow, Cashflow Rizzy, Miss Petty, and Prada Great. So she definitely was making a lot of moves this year in 2020. I think you can't deny C3's work ethic. I think for me personally, I think that maybe she needs to slow down a bit. I would prefer her more so take her time with her material. I feel like we do need to get back to a C3 where she is being impactful performance wise. But she's definitely making moves. Definitely here, there, and everywhere all throughout the year. And I think you can't deny C3 as far as her movements.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I feel like she has made a bunch of moves. I would, like you said, like her to slow down a little bit. I would rather have her take, 3 big matchups versus a bunch of matchups that is like, But she doing her thing. I salute to her. She getting her plate, she getting her bread. So shout out to C3. Once again, I look forward to seeing her in 2021. Yeah, that's about all I got to say about C3.
I think C3 deserves the number 10 spot, but like Josh said, I do want to see more quality over quantity going into 2021. I like to see her take her time with her plate. She's solidified at this point, so she doesn't have a reason to jump at every battle. She should really do 4 next year and 4 battles that matter.
Right, 4 big battles.
Salute to C3, yeah.
I would definitely. She has a lot of female battles too that are still on the table. We haven't seen C3 and Gaddis. We haven't seen C3 and Fit. We haven't seen C3 and 40. So there are C3 and Farrah. So there's a lot of different moves that C3 can make to make her 2021 more effective, because we could see C3 higher up in the rankings that she's been in the past. Moving on from our number 10 spot, we're going to jump right into the number 9 spot. So yeah, that was Cheddar. We got Cheddar coming at number 9. Cheddar has been consistent throughout this year with great battles against Diesel and Official. She's battled Official this year, Diesel this year, OG Piranha. Those were her live battles. She also did a battle on C Online. She battled C3 there, and she also battled J2 online in OTF. I think Cheddar definitely, she was, after her 40 battle, it took her to new heights, and she was gone for a while. But I think this year, she kind of was testing the waters. She had a great battle with Diesel at the beginning of the year, and then the quarantine happened. She did mention on the show that she was having some health issues and things like that. So it was great to see her come back and battle Official last week. They had a great battle. A lot of people are saying that Cheddar did win the battle, but it was a great battle. So it's a great look for Cheddar, and I definitely want to see her get back her footing where we expected her to go after her battle with 40 next year, and definitely she can do some things in 2021.
I love Cheddar. We had her on the last show, and I think even there I told her I love that Cheddar will always give us her best. She could be battling Mary Lou on the fucking corner, and she's gonna write like that's a top tier nigga, a top tier bitch. And she's always down to participate. She's participated in so many OTF battles. She gives us her all. She gives us everything she got, and I love Cheddar. She's so down to earth. She's so easy to work with. Never have any problems. Just personally, from OTF's perspective. So I definitely want to see her get some great looks in 2021. The sky's the limit. So salute to you, Cheddar.
I love Cheddar. From the first time I seen her battle, and definitely after the 40 bars battle, it definitely put her, I guess, like on a map as far as like the masses in battle rap culture is concerned. She has a rapper's voice. Her cadence is perfect for battle rap. I think her image is perfect for battle rap. And I just want to see her get the look she deserves. This year, though, I'm looking forward to seeing this Official battle, because, man, that's gonna be different for her if it is what everybody's saying it is. And salute to Cheddar. Her pen's fire. Let me not leave out the most important part in battle rap. Her pen's crazy. When she battled Mulatto, it was like, oh shit. Every time Cheddar steps up, though, she steps up. So like the guy said, she gives it her all every visit. And what more do you want from your battlers? Salute to Cheddar.
Yeah, I feel like I definitely feel like she elevated a lot. Yeah. And even like I was there when she battled on Royalty. I had her winning. Then she the C battles I just recently those. Did she have a C battle?
She battled not a live win, but she battled C3 online for us, but she wasn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
In the pandemic.
And I think she had a round for Bonnie too.
Yeah, she had a battle with Bonnie and OTF, but Bonnie didn't send her round, but she did drop her round for Bonnie.
Nah, this Official battle though, this is the one, because I've been hearing that I heard more people say that she won than Official won, so that's definitely gonna have me really wanting to watch it, because it's hard to just beat Official. So I definitely wanted to. I definitely can't wait to see that one. But she definitely is putting on. Oh yeah, she definitely deserved the spot she got.
I wouldn't even mind have seen Cheddar a little bit higher on the list, just from the material and stuff like that. Like you said, I feel like she delivers every time. Her battling OG Piranha, I feel like she took that no different if she was standing in front of Official that day, and I definitely respect that, and I like Cheddar's material. We're going to get right into our number 8 spot. All right, so Lady Flames is our number 8 spot. I think that her Vixen battle but that's definitely her most recent battle. I think that kind of put her in a whole new wave
Yes.
for the year. I personally have always been a fan of First Lady Flame since I've seen her battles, so it was definitely waiting for her to transition into the Queen of the Ring brand, so we could see her with more bigger name girls. And I think her getting Vixen at this moment definitely put a lot of eyes on First Lady Flames towards the end of the year. Just to kind of read the accolades that we have for Flames has the best female battle in 2020 versus Vixen of the night, at least for the caffeine. And her opponents this year were Robin Rhymes, Vixen the Assassin, and she also did a 2-on-2 with Jade versus Swervo and Slugger. Any thoughts on First Lady Flames in her year in 2020? Whoever want to go first?
Yeah, that Vixen battle that really, like you said, elevated her. We're familiar with Lady Flames, but in that caffeine setting, a lot of these girls that we're familiar with, there's a lot of people that are not familiar with these girls, and Lady Flames is definitely one of these ladies that I'm sure the main audience wasn't familiar with. And when it's time to show up and show out, she definitely did that. She definitely did what she needed to do to gain that attention from the crowd. She definitely, I felt like she personally had, her and Vixen had battle of the night. They was up there performing like top tier bitches. So, that definitely brought a lot of eyes to both of them. So she, I've been watching her here and there, but, I was really watching her that night. That she really gained a fan in me when she battled Vixen. And I'm sure she gained a lot of fans that night. And I know she said she was trying to shoot at Heart for 2021. I think she said she was ready for Heart. I feel like personally, I would like her and Diesel to go at it because they both from Richmond, so I feel like they need to have that talk. Who's the queen of Richmond? So I hope to definitely see that battle next year. But it's up for Flames. She's dope.
I think that Lady Flame's performance this year was her breakout performance. That writing was super impressive. I'm not mad at her spot on the list right now because in comparison to the content that other ladies are bringing, Lady Flame stands out. It's strong content. The structure is strong. It's just comprehensive. It's just like if I was an English teacher, she's it. You know what I mean? And besides that, she's not doing a bunch of typical things. And the typical things aren't bad, but she's not in short skirts. She's not over sexualized. She's not really speaking on her gender. And I think that's refreshing. It's a good look. It's crazy how people are not familiar with her, being that she's Jack Boy Maine's lady and she's been his wifey for a couple of years now. And I just think that the marketing of women is the reason why she's not on the radar when it comes down to like, who's Lady Flames? Because Lady Flames is here. She's been here. You know what I'm saying? But this performance, I'm not mad at her for asking for E-Heart either.
E-Heart in the comments, she said she need to see Diesel first.
E-Heart always sends the ladies away. This is what she does. Last year, Kofi asked her and she told her, I need to see Geechee first. So I don't expect nothing less from Heart as far as the response is concerned. But I'm not mad at Flames for even going there.
What you think?
I definitely want to see Heart versus Flames. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really necessarily think she needs to see Diesel. I think that could happen anytime. I think it's going to build her brand more. I'm really a fan. I know I felt like she could have possibly been higher in this list. She definitely got a top 5 stock rise this year in Queen of the Ring, and I just feel like her delivery not forced. It seemed natural. Like I just feel like she was more overshadowed by Jack before, and now she just and in this setting, like I've been saying, for the females and the males, like it helped a lot. For me, like a lot of people who got overlooked when it was big crowds and everything, they got a chance to really show that they could that they belong here. So I like James a lot. I hope she have a promising year next year too.
And I agree with the consensus for the most part. I actually think that, in my opinion, Flames actually should have probably been number 9 and maybe Cheddar number 8. And I only say that because we're going based off of the year. If you look at the year she battled Robin Rhymes, a lot of people have her losing to Robin Rhymes. And then she had a 2-on-2 with Jade versus Swervo and Slugger. I haven't heard much about it. I did see the battle. I thought they did well, but they weren't the talk of female 2-on-2. So when you really think about it, her peak her peak of the year is the Vixen Assassin battle, which was at the end of the year. So in my opinion, I definitely think she can have a promise in 2021, but I think maybe she should have been a little higher on the list because I think everybody's basing it off of the one showing, that she did this year that did stake out, which is her breakout performance. That's just my opinion.
Agreed.
Agree.
We're going to get into number 7. So yeah, I feel like Hustle, it says Miss Hustle had a slow year, but still managed to have a classic with 40 bars, and she battled a legend, which was Lady Luck. So her 2 battles this year were 40 bars and Lady Luck. I feel like Hustle had a decent year opponent-wise. I think Hustle wasn't the best Hustle that we've ever seen this year, but I still think she did, well. She was decent. She had respectable showings. I definitely would like to see Hustle get back into her older bag as well, to where she's taking more time with her opponents. I guess I'm just gonna attribute that to her writing. Maybe she was rushing during the times, but I feel like Hustle definitely, she did have a good battle with 40 bars. People have 40 winning, but I think Hustle's material was decent. I think she's getting to a point where she can kind of sound a little bit dated. So I think she just needs to work on that going into 2021. But it's Miss Hustle, so a lot of people probably were expecting her to be higher up on the list. But I feel like the position number 7 is respectable for the year that she had.
Yeah, she had a pretty decent year. She had a pretty decent battle with 40 bars. I personally felt like her battle with Luck, to me, it's not really memorable. I feel like it was an okay battle. I do feel like Hustle did win, but it wasn't like by a landslide. I don't feel like she just beat the draw, like overkill. And I thought that's what it was going to happen when she battled Lady Luck. Now, Lady Luck did improve from the last time we did see her battle official, but I wanted her to overkill Lady Luck, and that just wasn't the case. But, all in all, I wouldn't even mind seeing Hustle and Coffee getting in 2021. Coffee is my new little favorite girl on the scene, so maybe we could see that.
I'm like he said, Hustle at 7 is respectable. I gotta agree with a lot of things I'm saying. She is starting to sound dated. The flow is just a little stiff. The content is a little light, and there's nothing wrong with refreshing and rebranding. I think Hustle will look really good punching and speeding up her timing and maybe switching up the cadence a little bit, but she looks good in action. You know what I'm saying? I think we're used to seeing a bar-heavy punching Hustle. I think that's what we're missing versus a gimmicky, almost we go hard cadence type of Hustle. But that being said, she's picking the right opponents. She's taking the right plates. I wanted more from every battle that she showed up in, though. Every battle that she showed up in for 2020, I wanted more from Hustle. I was expecting more. Therefore, I was disappointed. Still, she's fire. Still, her brand is getting bigger and improving. She just needs to, I call it going to Shaolin Mountains and like sharpening her pen and just readjusting the pen. Nothing's wrong with that. It happens to the best. But salute to her. She belongs on the top 10. And she's been there consistently since the day she got here. So
Definitely.
Salute to Hustle.
Guess what?
What?
I don't agree with none of y'all. I think Hustle, I liked her material versus Luck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like Luck was much better than she was versus Official, but I think Hustle gentleman's on. Like I don't every round, not a body,
I agree with
but
that.
it was like a gentleman's. Like
But it should have been a body.
I don't feel like that battle is debatable at all. The 40 battle, I think Hustle Material's fire in that too. I just feel like when we all know that 40 had much more to lose, that was a way bigger battle for 40's legacy at that time. Pardon me. At that time, there was a way bigger battle for 40's legacy. Her back was for, and she came out as Hustle, but I don't think Hustle was trash against 40. She had a classic with her, and I think her material for Luck was fire. I don't know, to each his own, but I feel like this is a good spot for her, though, without a doubt. But I agree with the spot, but I think her material is fire, though, this year. I think she had impactful battle, you feel me? That's what you need to move forward in battle rap.
Were they impactful? I'm not, no shade, but I mean,
no, but listen, for Queen of the Ring stature, Luck and 40 is two monumental names in his culture.
I think when dude asks, are they impactful? Yes, she had those names, but is Lady Luck and Miss Hustle a battle that you're going to rewatch?
No, I'd rather watch Lady Luck versus Remy.
Are you going to rewatch 40 Bars versus Hustle if you're a Hustle fan for the remainder of the year? It's just, I think that's what, she mean. I get the names were impactful, but was the actual battle impactful? I think they both were lackluster, and I think they were due to, on Hustle's behalf, I feel like her battling Lady Luck, people wanted to see her body Lady Luck. That's what people were expecting. You've been asking for this battle for years.
I was expecting that.
I do think it was a gentleman's 30.
I didn't get.
I think it was a gentleman's 30, and we wanted a body, and it should have been a body.
Yeah, it should have been.
Luck wasn't even that great for it not to be a body.
Then we can agree to disagree. That's all.
Definitely. We're going to get into
a great conversation.
We're going to get into our number 6. So yeah, we got Yoshi at number 6. Yeah, I know we was muted. So Yoshi has become the
tell you in the comments.
Yoshi has become the face of the new class by her impact with thought bars. She also has two great classics with Bill Collector and Tori Doe. Her opponents this year were Bill Collector, Tori Doe, Tony Blanco, Blue Cocaine, Gucci, Wuda Black, and Tez Love. Some of those battles were virtual battles during the quarantine. I think Yoshi has definitely progressed this year. She's new to a lot of female battle rap fans. I think it's no denying the way that she's raised her stock and her platform, going to these different leagues, branding herself. I've seen her following jump on Instagram, thousands and thousands of followers throughout the year. I think she's definitely showing and delivering. The material's great. The presence is great. Everybody's talking about thought bars, whether it's positive or negative. And I think her being able to keep that conversation going and being able to put on great showings with the thought bars is getting her the respect that she deserves in female battle rap, which is why she earns the number 6 spot for.
I love Yoshi. I think I said before, I feel like she just has a star presence. Like she was made for this. I love that she's embracing her thoughtness, her wholeness, whatever you want to call it, while some battle rappers may, deny it or act like they don't do what what they're doing. I love the fact that she, makes that her. And she used that to elevate herself and, female battle rapping in her ranking. And I've seen some people even, label her, the little Kim of battle rap. I just love that it's herself. She'll put all her business out on Front Street. And, that's funny, but it's, it's real, and it's like, it's kind of like, well, damn, what angles can you really use for a battler that owns the shit that they've done and they're not afraid to expose themselves and break down themselves. So, I love Yoshi. I love her little nasty ass.
Even the Blue Cocaine battle, everybody was saying she lost. She went live the next day crying, so it really kind of shifted to everybody talking about her losing to Blue Cocaine to everyone, talking about Yoshi, and I think she has a great way of making everyone.
And even just aside from the thought bars, she can fucking rap.
Definitely.
It's not even She can rap. So it's like even, and I know she gets a lot of shit about the thigh bars, but even taking that away out of her rounds, she can fucking rap. So it's like, you know, and I feel like eventually, you know, she'll elevate and get past that. But for now, that's what works for her. So, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yoshi proved herself. I remember Yoshi maybe 2 or 3 years ago battling, you know, just trying to find her way, and to see the advancement, to see the development, to see her finding her own and getting comfortable in her own body and just everything is commendable. Like, there's battlers that still looking for their identity, and they've been battling for 10, 12, 13 years. You know what I'm saying? There's battlers that's been here since 2011, and they're nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And she's shown that you could be yourself. You know what I'm saying? You could own all your flaws. You can make mistakes, and you can still go for everything that you want in life. And I think that's what's so important about her. I mean, the controversy is like the gimmicky part of it sells. It's marketing. And to be honest, battle rap eats that shit up. We can't even be mad at what she's bringing to the table, because if it wasn't a lucrative thing, she wouldn't be here. Mm-hmm. So, and then on top of everything else, she writes so smart. It's so intricate. And I was wondering how she was going to hold up with being a thought, so she says, as her main theme or her brand. And I was worried, like, you know, how she's going to flip this. And her battle versus Tori Doe, she flipped it in the most perfect way. Even though I feel like Tori could have angled it a way that could have won her the battle, I just feel like Yoshi outsmarted her. And I feel like Yoshi's going to continue to outsmart the girls if the girls aren't secure in who they are. I feel like Yoshi's going to keep winning, because if you guys are running around in a facade, you know what I mean? It's just authenticity sells better than anything else. So salute to Yoshi. She deserves a spot. And her pen, most importantly, is fucking fire. And the bitch be prepared. Because that's a big problem in female battle rap. Being prepared, showing up, getting through those rounds, clean rounds, mean a lot to me. It means if I'm going to watch a battle again. Because in female battle rap, I barely watch it twice. So salute to Yoshi.
Yo, I'm not going to lie. I definitely... her pen get overshadowed by what she markets, obviously, and her pen is definitely underrated. She could really rap, and I think what she market is something that possibly could have been done before her, but I feel like she was the only one with enough courage to just say, fuck it, like, I'm gonna embrace this, we gonna get it how we live. And look at her, like, she got one of the highest stock rises, obviously. And her battle with Tony Blanco really got her in that door, like in the door. And the battle with Tori put her over the edge. That battle really was huge for her career too. So her being Tori is big for her, and it's gonna have one of the highest stock rises. So I'm pretty sure she'll be on the next couple big Queen of the Ring cards.
And I love that she's strategic.
What you was saying?
Go ahead.
I see that they was trying to, I guess, you know, talk about future battles, and I saw that Farrah was one of the, you know, opponents. Do y'all want to see that? Do you feel like that's the typical route they would try to go for? I personally don't want to see that battle. I feel like that's the typical. Like, because, you know, Farrah has had a lot of accusations about her, you know, body and battle rap versus the thought. Would that be something that y'all want to see, or do you feel like it's other fish to fry as far as female opponents in, you know, 2021 for Yoshi?
I actually, I'm not gonna lie, pardon me. I'm actually, I think I do want to really see that. Like, I feel like that battle could possibly be like Hitman and John female battle rap. Like, Yoshi, that battle, Yoshi would have so much to prove. Like, that battle would be so big for her career. Mm-hmm. It'll obviously, like, it's a mirror match. And
yeah, definitely.
Yoshi is obviously, like, if she put on enough, she don't necessarily just have a classic. You feel me? So I think that's a big battle for her career. I think that's a big battle for Queen of the Ring. Honestly, like it could sell. I mean, marketing wise, that's a big battle for Queen of the Ring. You feel me?
Right. I think that in marketing wise, it makes sense to have the Yoshi versus Farrah just because, like you said, I think Farrah and probably Robin Rhymes are like the only other girls to kind of maybe touch on the thought type of vibe in female battle rap. I think Farrah's at a point now where she really doesn't really care to battle. I don't feel like she's motivated for her battles. So I personally don't want to see the battle for that reason. I feel like where she is in battle rap is kind of really not something that she's she wants to do. So I just feel like if she is taking it, she'd just be doing it just to kind of give Yoshi, to fill the card. But I would like to see Yoshi make some other moves, especially coming off of Tori Doe. If Farrah does happen to be on her path to wherever she's going, that's cool. But I would like to see Yoshi do other things.
There's definitely some future battles for Yoshi that I think will be interesting as far as matchups is concerned. I wouldn't even be mad at a Yoshi versus Couture. Definitely.
That would be crazy.
I wouldn't be mad at a Yoshi versus Official just because it'd be like a David versus Goliath type of look. But there's definitely some girls that we need to see Yoshi. This caffeine thing sort of like pushed Yoshi to the front of the line. And there's really a bench of women and characters in female battle rap that I like to see the conversation.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if that was Official that tweeted that a minute ago. Like, nobody don't want to battle Yoshi. Fuck it, I'll do it if I'm not.
She did.
Yeah, that was Official.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I wouldn't mind seeing that battle neither. And Official, a lot of people shot. So yeah, I would like to see that for Yoshi.
Didn't Gaddis make a tweet like that too, saying
she take Yoshi?
And Gaddis and Yoshi have a song together. Did they put it out?
No, I know I haven't heard it, so they didn't put it out.
No, I haven't heard it.
I listen to Yoshi music, so I haven't.
Yoshi working.
She working. Get that bag. Even that interesting.
I see she said she wanted to battle QB too. She put that on Twitter. That she wanted QB to come outside, and I wouldn't mind saying that.
I like the fact that she's respecting the vets. I like the fact that Yoshi, she humbles herself in times where bitches wouldn't. Mm-hmm. And I think that's gonna help her along the way, and people are gonna respect it. And people are gonna remember it when she really gets up there.
And I think even with her battling Tori, most people saying she won. I think she still had a humble attitude afterwards. She still was. I felt
that was a great example of sportsmanship coming from Yoshi.
Right, because a lot of people would have been online talking shit. You just won the biggest battle of your career. People have you winning clearly, and she still was humble about it. So definitely respect that. We're about to get into our top 5. Just want to remind everybody these are for battles of 2020. So I don't want to hear, this is the top 5 female battlers of 2020 based off the material, what we've seen, what we got for the year. So with that being said, we're going to get on to our number 5 pick, which is all right. So at number 5 we got Casey J. Casey J is the only female with 4 solo battles on the URL app. She caught 2 bodies this year with Miss Merck and Swamp. Casey also took 3 battles in the month's time frame. Her battles for the year are Miss Merck, Coffee, Swamp, Ace Boogie, and Bonnie Godiva. I feel like Casey had a great year. I think the Miss Merck battle definitely put her into a totally different playing field. She had a lot of eyes on her that night. I believe she became a Kardashian right around that time as well. So I think we've definitely seen Casey J's stock rise. And I think Casey always has these moments after she has a battle on her stock rises. But I feel like this time, last time she took a break. And then this time I feel like we are in a moment of Casey J where she's having a whole movement this year. The way that a lot of people saw her handle Swamp. I think a lot of URL fans were definitely caught off guard by that. And I just feel like she's definitely proven herself, and Casey J definitely is on her way to being one of the top tier girls in female battle rap.
Well, I'm going to just be biased because, Casey is, from the South, Texas. So, I'm automatically gonna, give her props or whatever for that. She has definitely had a pretty good year. She's had a couple battles where it was like, okay, but she definitely, like you said, did her shit versus Merc. She definitely bodied Swamp. So my only thing with Casey is, and I'm probably about to get some maybe backlash, but somebody got to shake the table. Do you feel like in moments where she's supposed to step up, she may kind of be a little lackluster? I know that after her performance with Swamp, people were kind of expecting that same Casey versus Bonnie, so it was like kind of surprising that battle. To me personally, overall, I didn't like that battle. I still have not watched the full battle. It was kind of very boring, very dull to me, and even with her battling Don Lady, somebody in the past that people were expecting her to kind of, just wash out, it was more of a debatable battle. Do you feel like when it's time for her to face these big names, whether they're vets or top tier girls, she kind of is just,
I think that has been a hindrance for Casey in the past. That's why I said we see her get to these points where her buzz is really high. I believe she, after the Robin Rhymes battle, she got Fair Funeral, so a lot of people were expecting that to be a great battle for her. And then that battle was, most people would say, was lackluster. And then she got to the point where she got Don Lady as well. I think before that, after Miss Miami, she took Don Lady, and she was also lackluster then. So it seems like when she gets to a certain point, I don't know if it's because usually she's taking battles back to back and that happens, or if it's just lackluster material, just because in that moment she just wasn't ready. I don't know. I think maybe it's just she may be oversaturating herself right before she gets those battles.
Yeah, I agree.
Casey J's been putting in work. I'm not mad at the spot that she's in. I agree with the spot. As far as oversaturated, I don't know, because I feel like it has been space in between the battles. Some decisions that were made kind of fucked up her year. For instance, when she did the shit with Coffee and she decided not to retake her shots. We went through this, but she should have took advantage of the opportunity, because then when you look at the battle on camera, Coffee shining. And you know what I'm saying? And Casey J should have took advantage of that. Her versus Swamp, excellent. Then her versus Bonnie, I hated that battle. But overall, Casey's pen is fire. I like the way she was talking to Swamp. She was like little nigga in that. It's like she talked to him like a little nigga, and I like that shit. And she works good with a mic. Voice projection is not that. No, because voice projection for her, I feel like, has been a part of her struggle. You know what I mean? Like her voice projection, because she got the bars, but I feel like her voice breaks up when she's like with the conviction part of the punch and stuff like that. It's like, it's the tone, you know what I mean? But overall, Casey's been on a mission. She's putting music out, videos. She's getting the good plates. She's showing up. So I feel like Casey is going to be bigger for her in 2021. I just want her to be... Everyone needs to think about that prep. Because at the end of the day, you're not in a studio. You can't retake this. And what we get that's what it's going to be on record. So salute to Casey J. She belongs in that spot. 2021 looks promising.
I agree. She another one with impactful battles that helped her career, that boosted her stock a lot. Of course, starting with Miss Merc, that was a body.
Forgot about that one. Was crazy.
I heard people that mattered saying, like, really feeling her performance against Merc, so I already knew she was going to get better looks. She got the Swamp battle and fixed him up too. I don't know what Swamp was talking about. He went in there and got washed. So those two battles right there, like I'm gonna be honest, like Bonnie is always gonna be a big name in female battle rap, but I feel like she should have maybe got a bigger name coming off the battle she came off of. in her performances in the battles. I feel like maybe a slighter bigger name would have been better than Swamp, but it is what it is, man. She definitely put on I think with the Bonnie, like you see how we might all feel like her performance was lackluster. We might all agree on that general consensus, but she did. I feel like she wrote to her opponent. I feel like she felt like she wrote enough to be able to go in there and beat Bonnie.
And I feel like Casey's writing style doesn't really change. Like she's not to me. I don't think she's someone who kind of changes to her opponent. I feel like her material is pretty much what it is for who it is. I would like to see her actually maybe add a little bit more diversity into what she does. I kind of know what I'm going to get from Casey. But I saw for 40 bars say that she is willing to take Casey J after her official battle. So if that is something that Casey is planning on doing in 2021, I think that she definitely wants to make sure she's prepared because she can't afford to have a lackluster showing against 40 bars.
Also, with her being, a new member of the Bardashians, do you think that would kind of affect her battling maybe Jess or Jazz? Do you think that that's something that they would even really consider doing, later on in time? I don't know. I mean, I haven't really seen a lot of people ask for those battles, but you never know.
I can actually answer that. She made a post on Instagram probably like 2 days ago. She was doing like a question and answer, and someone actually asked her that, and she said she would battle them sisters fight. So, an official said
that
she would
be
battle.
An interesting battle.
Very interesting, or very boring, because they ain't gonna spill no tea.
Right.
Straight bars.
We're about to get into our number 4 spot. So yeah, we got Coffee Brown at our number 4 spot. Coffee had the first intergender 2-on-2 on URL with Geechee versus Cortez and Misfit. The first female on Rookies versus Vets on URL versus B Magic. And she also was the first female with the most battles on the URL app. Her battles for 2020 were Casey J, Miss Miami, B Magic, as well as she did the 2-on-2 with Geechee Gotti versus Cortez and Misfit. I think Coffee is another breakout star for the year. It took me a while to get into Coffee's style of punch, and I think that's because I've been a fan of a certain style of female battle rap for so long. So when it finally did, like the way she writes clicked to me, it clicked, and I had to go back and I watched every single Coffee battle, starting from the beginning of her career, and I've really become a fan of Coffee. I love her material. I love her bars. I think every showing that we've seen from Coffee this year, whether she won or if you feel like she lost, she gave you great bars, great material. And I would love to see her do more things this year. I know she said she was supposed to battle E Hart, but ended up with Miss Miami. I would like to see Coffee and E Hart. I would like to see Coffee do a lot of things. On the top of my list though is I would like to see Shuni take Coffee on her return. I think that would be a crazy battle for Queen Ring.
Coffee, like you said, she's acquired taste. So it had to take me a while to kind of get into her style because I have kind of scrolled past her battles in the past, and then later on I went back and I'm like, damn, she talking. She's definitely is moving ranks very quickly. So I see Hart in the comments, rolling her eyes or whatever. You want this smoke, Hart? I can, as long as y'all put me on the show right after. I still wouldn't mind seeing her versus Hart. I still want that third from Miami. Yeah. I know she said that she was gonna spit it, but maybe we can get you Coffee if you watching. Maybe we can get you on the show. Let's get that third. I heard that third was potent. So I know that she has a battle coming up this month. So I'm excited to see how she does on that.
I like Coffee Brown. I like her accent. I like her boldness. And I like her bars. I like how she raps. I like that. Y'all know I like that aggressive shit. I believe in violence. I like the message that she's putting out there. I agree with it. She has me blocked on Twitter for some bullshit, but you know what I'm saying? I still respect what she's bringing to the game. She puts in her work. She's consistent. Even if she loses, she's still a good watch. So that's just like star power right there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like she be winning all the time. The reshoot with KCJ, smart. Now she's smart. Fucking business. Her business savvy's up there. Like, no, I want to look good. How about that? I feel like the women should take note. If you guys feel like you're not looking good, look at the camera. Like, can I see how I look? Like, give a fuck about that, because don't expect the niggas to give a fuck about your angles, your side face. They don't give a fuck. I notice all that shit. I'm like, God damn it, my other chin is showing, and I don't appreciate it, and I want it down. And I think that you guys should really care about that. Coffee cares. And just as a woman, I love that. As far as her battling this year, she's been on top of her shit. Her content is improving. Even though the KCJ thing went the way it went, I like what the fuck she was spitting.
Facts.
I like what she was spitting. I like how she was delivering it. It was aggressive. I loved it. I believed it. And I'm a big fan of believability in battle rap. I feel like if I don't believe you, it's fuck you. Seriously. And I believe her. So salute to Coffee. She deserves a spot. She's a problem. I would love to see her versus Yoshi. I think it's gonna be like fucking sparks will be flying.
I would like to see them do it too.
They the two most hated right now. Like
I'm not gonna lie, that's a good fucking battle right there.
And then after that, they could team up for 2-on-2s and destroy the fucking planet.
Yes.
And then I want to see Yoshi versus Coffee versus Jazz and Official, and like just snatch my whole fucking braid out my fucking head.
I still want my Dino bitch shirt.
Real Dino bitch, we waiting. Coffee.
Coffee is somebody else who grew. Like, I overlooked her earlier, but I'm not gonna lie. She's been put on all the battles that she had to put on. She put on. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that was big for her to go in there and wash Magic up. Like, certain battles. Well, that was listen. She put on in her battles, man. Even her in Miami, I felt like her and Miami was wilding against each other in that battle. Like, I felt like it felt like it was on its way to a classic. You feel me? I don't know how the rest of the round could have played out, but I definitely wanted to see that.
I knew that battle was going to be a problem.
That battle was on its way to being really fire. So
I think it was on its way to being a good battle. I think Coffee was clearly winning when it ended, but I do think it was a good battle. Like, it was giving good energy, I guess, round for round. I was waiting, for each one of them. Coffee definitely has had a great, impactful year. The KCJ battle, I definitely had Coffee win. I had B Magic taking that. B Magic first was so crazy. I don't know if anybody seen the battle in the comments, but B Magic first was so crazy, and I don't think a lot of females would have died that night to the B Magic that we did get, and she held her own. So.
Yep. But she definitely put on this shit, man. And again, just like Dude said, just like all of y'all said, pretty much, like, believability is really a big thing to have in battle rap. Like, if you're not believable, you just gonna be a good rapper in a lot of people's eyes. You feel me? Like, there's a lot of people who deal with that. So she really believable. Like, her and Lady Flames are like really believable battlers to me. You feel me? So
that battle was good too. She battled Lady Flames last year. That was a good battle.
Yeah.
And how can you not believe her? She pushed Miami mid-battle. Like, a lot of girls. Gotta believe it.
I wish that battle could have carried on. I really want to hit it third.
Yeah, I wanted to hear what was going to be said, because they went, but it was just, it did what it was supposed to do.
It still got talked about, bad or good. It was still a topic, so I guess they still both won in some way because people were still talking about it.
Queen of the Ring need to release what they got. Go ahead and release the 1.5 round. And just cut it right before the fight.
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll definitely take it. Coffee also has music out, right?
Yeah, she does. Pretty young and trapping.
Yeah, we shout out to Coffee. Waiting on the merch.
She promised us some shirts, so we waiting on our Real Dino Bitch shirts.
Okay, tell her to unblock me, y'all.
I will. I'll tell her to unblock you. I'm about to get into our number 3 slot, which is... All right, so at number 3, we got 40 Bars. 40 Bars had the top spot most of the year with wins against Miss Hustle. Some people said have her win against Sue Surf. I think 40 Bars had a great year this year. She battled Miss Hustle, Sue Surf, and Official this year. Starting off the year, beating Miss Hustle, most would say that is definitely an accomplishment in its own. Not many girls can say they have beat Miss Hustle, especially not clearly. And for the general consensus is that she did win the battle pretty clearly. Her and Sue Surf, I do notice a lot of the female battle rap fans have 40 Bars clearly winning the battle, but if you go on the app gang does definitely has Sue Surf winning the battle 2-1. I love what 40 delivers. I think she ended the year a little rocky, which is why she isn't higher up on the list as she would have been had she won the official battle. I think that definitely would have secured 40's spot as number 1. She needed that battle. That's a big battle for her career, especially with the history that she has with the Bardashians. I think that is definitely a battle that 40 Bars needed to win, and she possibly could have won. Clearly, maybe not had they not had such short prep time between that battle and the Sue Surf battle. But 40's always in the top 3 of the year every year. Her being alone is going to get her there. She's an immaculate battle rapper.
Yeah, I think 40 had she had a pretty good year. A lot of people, I personally as well, I'm not going to even sit up here and cap. Like I had, going into her battle with Hustle, we know 40 is very lyrical, but, Hustle is overall, she can perform, she can rap, she can do it all. So my thing was 40 going to be able to keep up with Hustle? And she definitely proved that with her battle with Hustle. And, like you said, a lot of people had her winning. Her and Surf was kind of a toss-up. I personally have her 2-1 with Surf. And I, with Jess, Official, I say Jess, possibly 2-1, 3-0. I feel like that. I personally feel like that battle, and I think I even said that on the last one of the shows, I feel like that battle should have waited. I know that they have a long history of going back and forth on the internet. I feel like they could have waited a little bit longer to give us, better content, better material. I mean, it was a cool battle for what it was, but I feel like it could have been a lot better. But she has had history with the Bardashians, and, they have Casey now as a new member of the Bardashians, so maybe she can kind of, get in Casey. Maybe she can redeem herself with Casey. I don't know. I'm with home team. I'm in Texas, so, in my heart, I don't feel like that's going to happen. But, you never know.
Got to get the little sister.
40 deserves a spot. This year was like a great year for her. Her best year, I think, to date. Beating Miss Hustle kind of proved the point that she needed to prove. Who else did she battle this year that was excellent? Surf. Even though, so I didn't like her during the face-off, but I liked her during the battle. It was a good battle. 40's pen is amazing. 40, the way she thinks and constructs the bars together and the ideas that comes to her mind is really unique. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish that her performance and just the part performance and delivery, when she masters that, even though now she's at the top, right? So she has solidified her spot. I feel like she could really hone in and focus and really build. Because when she gets that, it's just something about her fucking delivery and performance that it just doesn't match the fucking pen. The pen is light years ahead of 40's presence.
I don't really agree with that. I feel like 40 is so... she's like a calm killer. She's a smooth killer. Like I don't want 40 to be overly aggressive. Like the way that she writes, it seems so smooth and it flows so nicely. The way 40 raps, everything connects. And I feel like if 40 focuses more on her preparation,
That's
40,
the thing.
Right.
40
So
would,
maybe that's what the connection is that I'm not feeling when we say performance, because if you're performing and it's not seamless, we're left to put it together. We're left to guess the potential of what the round was supposed to be. And I feel like that's the way 40 shows up every time. It's always good enough, but it's never what we know is there. That's how I feel. I just feel like we know it's something like crazy. And that's why I feel like everybody has this faith in her, because you know it's there. I'm not saying she's not good. I'm not saying she's above average. But it's just, it's something, once she gets that. But salute to her. She belongs where she's at. This year, I love the fact that she beat Hustle. That was a great win for her and Team 40. And I just think that next year is going to be even crazier for her. The bar is just, her star is crazy right now.
I think honestly, I think to agree, like she was the underdog going into all three of these big battles. I think she had the three biggest battles out of any female this year. Like impact battle, you know, I've been saying on impact battles. 40 had the three most impact battles in Kenya this year, and she was the underdog going into all three of those battles. She needed that Hustle battle, obviously. I feel like she got her.
Yeah, she definitely got Hustle.
I agree.
She got pretty clear. It was a fire battle to me, and I feel like she went up against Surf, and face off, like you said, she died in the face off. Like Surf killed her in that face off. But in the battle, it was just completely different. Obviously, he didn't have a third, and I feel like all three of her rounds was alright. Like I don't think he had no trash rounds and a little stumble here and there, but I feel like she did enough to get her the official battle that was long overdue, in my opinion. I feel like that battle should have happened a couple years ago, but they still both for the game with this Queen of the Ring shit. So it's not like it was a battle that expired to the fans. You feel me? Everybody was still always interested in it. It happened. I feel like that was on its way to being a really good battle, and then she choked in the third. But I don't feel like she did bad to where it hurt her stop. Like, I feel like she choked in the third, but I feel like her first two was crazy. And I don't think it's going to kill her stock about the choke. Obviously, official got the win, Obviously, official got but I feel like 40 been, and all her back this year, them three battles, she put on. She right back like that, and at the right time, too.
Yeah, I don't think 40 is at a position where I don't think any battle will really hurt her stock. I do feel like certain battles she needed to win. I feel like official was a big battle for her to win because they have so much history. That she needed that battle, but I don't feel like her losing is like, oh, 40, you're trash or anything like that. I just feel like certain points for certain girls, certain matchups are matchups that need to be checked off as W's. With her losing to Jazz and then losing in the 2-on-2 to Jazz and official, I feel like she probably needed the official win more than the Hustle win. Because there was so much history there versus there wasn't that much history between Hustle and 40. She just needed that win because of her coming off of the big loss in the 2-on-2.
Heart, she heavy in the comments. Shout out to Heart. She asking about the face-off. She said, do the face-offs really matter? How can you base that off the face-offs?
I mean, we weren't basing it off I don't think they were basing it off the face-off.
I never judge no battles or predict or give no predictions based off face-off. I'm one of the main ones, let me say, that always say the face-offs never live up, the battles never live up to the hype of the face-offs. Like the face-offs, especially with top tier battlers, the face-off is always better than what the battle ended up being. like 9 times out of 10, like that's how it always is. Like the face-off will really have everybody, oh, this battle gonna be crazy, and then they'll turn around and give you 3 lackluster rounds and fuck you all the way up. You feel me? Like, so.
She said we just count face-offs like they matter.
You can't count a face-off, but I've always said that a face-off is like a bonus round. So it's not like you're counting the face-off with the rounds, but it's almost like you use the face-off as a marketing and a political tool, if you will. Because if I could have you going in there, the momentum could be for you. You could build your own momentum and so on and so forth. But no one's judging face-offs as an actual round.
I feel like a lot of times the motherfuckers who be the most hype in the face-offs be the ones getting smoked when it's time to battle. Now, there'd be instances where they don't, but...
I thought there was some type of quantum physics behind that, but there's not.
A lot of times the hypest ones be the ones getting smoked the next day.
And that was actually going to be my next point.
Wins every face-off and then, in my opinion, wins the battle, but he's a special type of person who delivers a special type of face-off performance. Like, some people are just made to win an argument. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what a face-off is.
I feel like the face-off is very important because going in, like, before face-off, a card could get announced and you could pick this person, that person, and a face-off could really make a fan change how they feel a battle gonna go.
Yeah, that's true.
If you go in a face-off, if I got you as one of my picks, not necessarily saying me, I'm just saying in general. If somebody got you as one of the picks, going into the face-off, you get killed in the face-off. That may make somebody feel like, yo,
I don't know.
I mean, might go another way, but
and I feel like 40.
There's no face-off to that extent. Like, I don't never feel like the face-off is going to turn a winner.
Right.
To be.
I wish 40 would be probably more reserved in her face-offs. If you notice, she was more quiet in the surf face-off, and that's a battle that a lot of people have her winning. But her face-offs, where she's talking her most shit and she's getting hype or she gets mad, the battle the next day doesn't live up to what is.
When Yoshi and Tori Doe faced off,
oh shit!
I thought that Tori had that shit in the bag. Art. I'm sorry. I went after that face off. I was just like,
nah. I was wilding Yoshi up in that face off.
Yeah, it had me about to change my pick.
She gathered her. I was just like. And then Yoshi turned around and spin the block, yo.
And turned the fuck up.
She spit the block and let off.
I feel like Yoshi knew who was doing when she did that. I feel like that was a tactic. Like, she was like, okay, I'm gonna let her, I feel like Yoshi's very calculated. Like, she know what the fuck she be doing.
Yeah, like, keep hitting me. You're gonna get in trouble.
And I think she is calculated too, but she has a lot of respect for Tori. She has Tori on her Mount Rushmore. Tori's one of her favorite battlers, so I don't know if it was coming from that and she just was caught off guard that it was going so different from the first face-off. But yeah, I think that's a perfect example of you going into the face-off and then not being how the battle went. So anybody that's watching, if y'all could, drop some props or some love. Y'all see everybody's social media information is at the bottom. Everybody's Twitter, Instagram, Caffeine. So you can follow, keep in touch. Cash App is down there as well. We're about to get into our number 2 pick for the year. So yeah, at our number 2 spot, we got Vixen Assassin. Vixen beat a battle rap legend, DNA, on her Caffeine debut, and had one of the best female battles of 2020 versus First Lady Flames. She did all of this in the 28 days time frame. Her 2020 opponents were DNA, First Lady Flames, and C-Bree the lyricist. A lot of people have Vixen has been undefeated this year, based off of those 3 matchups. C-Bree was a body. C-Bree didn't really get out much material, but I think even going into that, Vixen didn't slack on her material. She's another one. Every time we see Vixen, she's consistent. She gives us her all. I think this year on Caffeine shot Vixen to whole new heights. She's probably, I would say, since we've been on Caffeine for the females, she may be the star of Caffeine. She's gained a whole new fan base with the DNA battle. And I feel like when we do get back in front of real crowds, you're going to see Vixen rocking rooms like you've never seen Vixen rock rooms before. because she has so many people that are now hip to her and paying attention to her, and they want to see Vixen. And I want to see her do some great things and have much bigger battles in 2021.
Oh, I'm like, yeah. I know a lot of us are very familiar with Vixen. You know, she's progressed a lot through the years. So it's great to see her progression to where she is now. She had Battle of the Night on both the Kings vs. Queens and Watch the Throne 4 card. And I even seen an interview where I don't know how true it is, but I'm gonna take her for her word that she said that she wrote her shit for Lady Flames like maybe a week and a half before. So it was like, if you're able to give us that type of content, you know, in a week and a half before your battle, then it was like, you know, what kind of shit would you be giving us if you had a, you know, longer prep time? She's definitely moved up in ranking for me. I love how she, like you said, she gives it her all every battle. I know that Panic did say that she kind of was like an overnight success. I don't believe that. Like we know, like I just said previously, she's definitely progressed. And I like Vixen. She's very humble. She's willing to give anybody a shot. I think even in her face-off, she said that she will battle kind of like Cheddar. She's willing to battle anybody, and she's going to give them 100% every time that she battles. And that's what I expect from every battler, not just to write, you know, of the tier of your opponent, but to write as if, you know, this is a top-tier type of battle. So I actually want to see her and Jess get it in 2021. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully we can get that.
Vixen's actually been here. She's been this aggressive since she's been here. I just think it's all about, you know, fighting through, building up your name, going through the battles, going through the ranks, especially if you're not showing up on Queen of the Ring. So if you're a woman and you're battling and you're not on Queen of the Ring, it's like even tougher to get the looks or the eyes that you need on you. But Vixen's been battling, not at this, she's improved, but she's been battling almost at this level since like 2013, 2014.
Facts.
Like, to be honest. And I make a lot of blogs about her because I feel like she's always been slept on. That 2-on-2 with her and Miss Hustle, that was crazy. Mm-hmm. That 2-on-2, I feel like doesn't have enough views. It's not talked about enough, and it's just underappreciated altogether. That 2-on-2, their performance, her and Miss Hustle, just great together. Vixen versus DNA, that was it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Vixen really show up. It's 2020, you know what I'm saying? So we already know that 2020, like, it's exciting to even think about the next level for Vixen, and she showed up this year like this with fucking blue sweatsuits on and just like pulling up with, you know, just a part in the side and a blow, and she's just rapping in niggas' faces and talking shit and not worried about nothing. She got the star power, she got the presence, she has the confidence, she knows who she is. You can't body shame her. Let's get into it. She belongs at the top of this list. Next year, if Official and everybody else doesn't do what the fuck they supposed to do, Vixen's gonna be number one.
Facts. She putting on.
She's hard to beat.
She definitely is. Not live, but again, you know, the biggest battle of career, DNA. And remember going into that battle, it was like one of the craziest like polls. Like, she was getting like killed really bad on them polls before that battle. I think, like, wasn't it like some crazy difference in
yeah, people had her dying.
I know nobody had her winning. I know that's for sure.
Like, nobody, like, I'm not sure if she had her winning. I'm not gonna hold you. She went and then it's not, you know what it is, you know what make that battle so great? On top of her being the complete underdog, she went in there and washed up a good DNA. Like, the nigga was good.
Right.
Was.
Like, the nigga really was wilding, and he got washed. Like, she really went in there to get a statement win, a big win for Queen of the Ring. That battle, son, that shit is a big battle forever for Queen of the Ring. Like, went in there and they was supposed to get a legend battle rap.
A legend.
A good version of that nigga, too. Not no bullshit where a nigga ain't take her serious. That nigga took her serious and took a L.
And I think too that's what probably puts her a little bit over 40 for me this year. Is 40 may have beat Surf, but it wasn't a great Surf. She may have beat Hustle, but it wasn't a great Hustle. And then we see Vixen and she's battling the great DNA and she's convincingly winning. We see her battling the great First Lady Flames and most people have her winning. So I feel like her having Battle of the Night and then most people's consensus she had battle of being the battler of the night on those nights. I think that it just kind of set her apart from most of the competition for the
Yeah,
year.
man. She definitely got. She does have the highest stock rise this year for the female. Like, and it's crazy because most people look at it like it's awful. And just like Bill said, like, she's really been wilding for years. Like, I kind of low-key been paying attention to her for years, and she's really been nice, just not getting the look for some reason. Like, but when she got her shot, look what she did, and that shit got her. And again, she wrote her material for Flames in a week and a half, and had a classic with Flames. I personally edged Flames, but she had a classic with Flames, and a lot of people got her winning that battle. So she definitely the hottest girl. She's the hottest girl in female battle that's going into 2021.
I see some people saying she should be number one. I mean, she is a possibility. I think it was a very tough decision. I think the top three in deciding, we kind of went back and forth a while on that. I think Vixen was very capable of being 1, 2, or 3 with what she presented this year. How y'all feel about the top 3 so far?
I think it's accurate. I think everybody's in the correct spots for the correct reason.
I think if 40 goes in there and convincingly beats Official, she's Queen of the Ring. I mean, she's like number 1 this year. That's like, but that battle right there determined who, obviously.
There's a lot of people saying in the comments saying that they think that Vixen deserved to be in the number 1 spot.
I think what kind of, for me, what had Vixen not been in the number 1 spot is that her year kind of started so late. You got to consider the fact DNA was in September, First Lady Flames was in November, and then she had C Bree the lyricist earlier in the year, I think. So that was really, most of the year she didn't really battle, and then she did come out towards the end of the year and kind of set it on fire. And I think her coming in number 2 is an accomplishment in its own, because if you look back to last year, I don't think many people would have had Vixen in the top 5 for the year. So the fact that she came and she's skyrocketed it to number 2, I think that's a win in its own.
I just feel like her spot was solidified at number 2 for the simple fact that one. The main reason people got her so high is all DNA battle, if we're being honest. So that one battle, as opposed to I felt like I said, 40 and Official was the only spots that could have been switched. You feel me? I feel like Vixen was solidified at number 2 for the fact that she's the hottest girl going into 2021. But it's really all for the impact of the battle with DNA. So it's kind of like she's stuck at number 2 because 1 and 3 technically have more battles than her this year, and I mean had bigger impacted battles this year. And you feel me? But it's tough, bro. She definitely, that battle right there put her over the top, and she put on Lady Flame. She definitely deserved number 2, man.
Yeah, Vixen coming in 4th quarter of the year with breakout performances and fire battles. Yeah, that's gonna put her at number 2, guys.
And that's a good position to be. So
it's an amazing accomplishment, and a bitch wish she could.
I bitches wish they could.
It's a lot of bitches gonna be mad.
Look at all the vets and names on this list that she's on. She shouldn't go nowhere on her spot. I don't think nobody.
We about to get into the number 1 spot. The female battler of 2021, according to the OTFMZ, is. So at the number 1 spot, we have Official. Official has the most battles on URL for a female. That's including 2-on-2s. She went against some of the youngest competition, some of the toughest competition, 40 bars, Arsenal, and Rum Nitty. Her 22 opponents are 40 bars, Arsenal, Rum Nitty, Cheddar, and Ease. I think that Official had a great year. Even if you have her losing some of those battles against Rum Nitty, Arsenal, those higher up males, she put on great performances where you couldn't do anything but respect Official and what she brings to the table this year. She was consistent throughout the year. Throughout the year, Official's always doing something. So I think that speaks volumes for her career and the moves that she's making. She still remains a staple in female battle rap. And every girl's goal is to, see Official at some point in their career.
Yeah, she was definitely consistent. I see a lot of people feeling as though maybe she didn't win a lot of battles. To me personally, I feel like her battle with 40, that was going to determine, that was like the battle of the. They're both pretty much solidified in that spot, but it was like, okay, we battling for the queen. And I still feel like the battle was cool. I still feel like it should have been pushed back. But overall, I had just winning. I feel like 40 wasn't, she had some cool moments, but I don't feel like it was a lot of memorable moments. She choked him with the third. Was it the third?
The third.
She gave us really no round. It was nothing really to be debated that third round. I know they have a long history. We've all seen it back and forth on who's, better with their penmanship and, as a female battle rapper. That face-off was crazy, the first initial face-off. So I just felt like, I don't know, I kind of felt like I didn't get what I wanted, but it was cool for the moment. But, I definitely, it's biased a little bit. I'm team Official, so I definitely feel like she deserved the number 1 spot. And I'm not arguing with nobody in the comments about it. Look how you feel.
Official definitely is the number 1 battler, female battler for 2020. She does a job. And if it comes down to like a blueprint for this year, she's a great blueprint. She comes prepared. You never hear anything about Official professionalism, like ever. It's almost 10 years now. And that's rare in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Especially for someone at her level. She barely chokes. That's another big deal. Like, those things matter. So if I'm the one anchoring the battle and you're the one fucking up, you're the one that's the fuck up. Like, regardless of what, Official holds it down. She battles on various leagues. She battles men every year. Even though we're just talking about this year, every year she's battling a man. I just feel like she's the standard. She's not oversaturated. She slips up, but she holds it together. Yes, I agree. Her slip-ups are, so a slip-up is a slip-up. But I don't know, sometimes it just be like some technical shit, like the bitch really might need to drink some water or something. I don't be feeling like she has errors. I don't feel like Official has too many errors. And I feel like she writes. The only battle I really wish she would have stepped it up for was that R shit.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know, that R shit.
Dumping.
I know, look. Millz is like, what?
But
nah, she's fired. She's
Arsenal
fired.
was so
but to
crazy.
me, my bar it's so high. I have expectation for these ladies. I feel like they could really fuck with these niggas. And I feel like it could have been better. But true, is the blueprint. Official is a battle rap package. Official is someone you can show executives. If you want to give an example of female battle rap, you can bring on movie sets, you can bring on commercials. She's the example, she's the resume. Her resume is what you want to talk about. If I had to pretend to be a battle rap, I pretend to be her. So, Official at number 1 for 2020.
Hey, listen, man. I got so much I could say about Official, man. I always fucked with like, listen, man. She definitely comes a job every trip. Like, everybody choke once in a blue. Everybody has flip ups, but it's very rare with her. She come to take care of business all the time. Her impact back, like, it's so much on my mind. Like, Official really get busy. Like, when you get booked versus Official, I don't care who you are. When your name was put against Official before that battle, she was in your head. That's your toughest opponent you ever facing. Mm-hmm. Like, you're not going there. She always put on, and she really is the blueprint, like you said. And she started killing niggas from before. Like, before Official was fucking these bitches up, she was fucking niggas up. I don't mean to call a lady, but before she was getting crazy with them, she was whapping niggas up too. Like, Official, like, anybody you can put her against anybody. She stood up there with Rum Nitty, man, and I feel like she gave Rum Nitty that battle. She had that battle. Gave Rum Nitty the battle. She stood up there with Oz. I'm gonna be honest, like her shit for Oz. I don't feel like Oz was that crazy. I think that was very debatable. But you know, for the general consensus got Oz winning, I'm not gonna take that one away from her.
Right.
I mean, my personal opinion, like, that battle is more debatable than people make it out to be. And I just, you can always count on Official. Like, again, like I said, even 140, I feel like was overdue. That's a big battle for both of them, even though none of them don't need no battles on. That's still a big battle for them for Queen of the Ring, you feel me? That's a battle that's big for Queen of the Ring, so it kind of was like, feel me? That was a big, like, Official is so different, man. I just feel, shit, she might have been female battle of the year guy in it.
Her delivery and her believability, but the believability with her, and then the fact that I'm New Orleans accent bias, like, don't talk to me, don't rap in that accent, that shit is fire. So she really, like, I don't know, the delivery, the believability is there, everything's there, she's the package.
And still got the best female battle ever against Official. I mean, against C3.
And then every year, if you compare her battles versus everybody else's and performances, there's still levels. There's still levels.
And I feel like even with her battling Arsa Rum Nitty, I don't feel like they approached the battle like they were battling a female. You know, a lot of the times these men will take battles.
These niggas was
and
getting
they just,
ready.
You know, they really prepped for Official like they was on Summer Madness or something. So
exactly,
I think her even being able to hold her own, that was probably for me the best arsenal I've seen in a while. So I just think that it speaks volumes to the respect level that she received.
The last time ours battled a female was QB. No?
QB.
So he goes for, it's not like he even wants an easy opponent. He wants the most disrespectful girl that there is. And to even say that, my next battle is Arsenal, that's crazy.
She made Arsenal switch up his style. He didn't disrespect her like that. He actually was barring,
He came respectfully and noted that in an interview. Like, this is my little sister. I respect her. Her bars are crazy. So even that says a lot. Her peers are on it. Like, listen, I'm going in this shit like she's a nigga, and I'm not playing with her, and that's my little sis. So niggas we really got to look at all of that shit for 2020. That's what she brought. This is not even an old mention. This is what the fuck she did.
And Official is very likable. I mean, like, everybody loves Official. How could you not?
How could you not respect it? Like, this is this year. You peel the page back, and it's like, oh, she battled disaster. Let me just shut the fuck up and respect it, because
kicking doors down. Like, she definitely came in creating her own lane and just moving ranks fast. So, a lot of girls couldn't stand in front of a lot of opponents Official stand in front of. So Like you said, she's definitely the blueprint. Like what she said, she made bitches start punching back. So definitely up the level of punching and just being consistent and just all around and preparation. She's gonna always give you 100.
And she's never scared to take competition, whether it's lower, newer girls, the highest of the high. Even between her battle, but from the Arsenal battle to the 40 battle, she battled ease in between those battles. 40 had a battle with Hope Trilly between that time, and she backed out on that battle. So 40 official still took all three, and yet was still prepared for 40 when it was time for her to battle 40. 40 backed out, and still happened to have
is honorable.
So it's crazy. Anything else y'all want to say about official?
Man, I'm happy. Shout out to her. She deserves number one spot for 2020. Hard work pays off.
But look behind your back, because Vixen on your trails.
Vixen on your trail,
it's
coffee.
Three motherfuckers on your trail, girl.
And that's what I like. I like it that it's a lot of newer, fresher faces, because that was another question. Like, with Caffeine having these back-to-back cards, a lot of these girls, a lot of the top girls, I don't want them to get oversaturated, being on every card. We do definitely have a lot of girls that are willing to battle, and I feel like they can hang with a lot of, dudes, and they can battle on Caffeine. They just got to step up to the plate. They got to do what they got to do when it's time to do it. So,
I want the girls to take their time picking the battles.
Yeah.
Pick them with strategy. Get your streams of income together. Do not let this battle rap be the thing that's pressuring you into taking these plates. Think about your legacies. Because
let me put everybody on the hot seat. Josh, you first. Peter Don. Who's going to be the top 5 at the end of the year?
For next year?
Yeah.
Hopefully Jazz come back and do some stuff. So I'm gonna say Jazz, Coffee, not in order though. Yoshi, Official, and 40 bars. E-Heart need to get back on her shit too. E-Heart definitely could. If E-Heart delivers next year, E-Heart would definitely be easily in the top 5.
Okay. Easy. I want everybody top 5.
Yeah, everybody look. Go ahead, Dakarai.
Vixen keep on like she going. I definitely see Vixen. I definitely see Yoshi, Coffee. Maybe. I guess I don't want to. I don't know why my heart is telling me to say Diesel. I don't know why, but I'm just gonna throw Diesel in the mix. Diesel don't disappoint me for 2021. And probably Jess, because I feel like Jess is, like you said, she's open to battle people. Like, I don't see Jess just sitting out 2021. She gonna get a plate. She gonna do something. And, I'm gonna add a 6th person, because you said, I haven't seen Jazz. I mean, I don't know what she got planned, but I'm sure she's cooking up something. Jazz is very strategic, so I might have to switch probably Diesel out maybe with Jazz. I don't know. We'll see.
Before we get into the next one, I do want to say another thing about Official is that she has other girls that are still big names that she can take. Well, I think it's 40 is pretty much battle all of the main girls. I think the only ones she probably has left would be C3 and maybe Misfit. Oh, and QB, of course.
QB.
But I feel like Official pretty much has a lot of big name girls that she still hasn't took from.
40 and C3.
Nope, 40 and C3 haven't battled yet. If I'm not mistaken, they said they wouldn't battle each other, and 40 said she wouldn't battle Misfit. So I feel like at this point now she needs those battles in 2021. Official still has Gaddis, she still has Shayna, she still has Bonnie. She still has other things that she can do going into next year. So I want to see them at least try to mix some of those matchups in the mix.
I feel like it's just going to be crazy next year. I feel like we're going to be like a shift of female battle rap so different from the guys. I feel like the new girls are gonna push the older girls out the way. I feel like Official's gonna probably be the only one that's gonna be able to what's the word I'm looking for?
Keep up.
Yeah, for a lack of words, to keep up with the change and the way what the fans want nowadays. I feel like there's definitely a shift in the style of battle rap. And I think that the girls need to pay attention to that shift. Like there's a change in the cadence and the flow and the speed of things and the delivery of things. And I think they need to pay attention to that shift artistically. I feel like the girls are gonna move the top three. Our top three this year, I feel like will be moved out the way. I feel like it will happen. I feel like Coffee, Vixen, and Yoshi will be top three. And I feel like Official will be 4, and then we'll see who's 5. Shuni coming back.
True.
Cheddar's in the air. I'm just saying what I see right now. You know what I'm
Both
saying?
of those are true.
Shuni coming back is a problem because Shuni's a problem, period. Because Shuni's the type of artist that keeps improving. She's very aggressive and she ain't scared of shit. She's actually, you know what I'm saying, a forefather of Yoshi, to be honest. But Misfit would have to do something drastic to even make us look at her. 2021.
Because I'm not looking at her right now.
I feel like Vixen. I mean, all right. I feel Coffee's definitely gonna be in the top 5 next year. I feel like Vixen is still going to be top 5. And again, Official, I agree. I feel because I'm gonna say not she's can be in the top 5, but she's the only one I feel that battles enough out of the top girls to be top. Like we don't know. Like, we know Jazz come and take 2 battles. Then what? One battle. You feel me? She might. So we don't know. My thing is, I need she stayed outside battle. And I feel like she top 5 against Coffee, Vixen, First Lady Flame. That's gonna be the top.
I want to see Couture get busy next year too. She only had 1 battle this year, versus Charlie Clips. With the caffeine set and moving so quickly, I think it's interesting to see how Couture will adjust. I know she took Charlie in short prep time, and it was some stumbling here and there. She did very well. So I want to see her how she's going to be moving in 2021 as well. I think she has such a big name.
I love Couture's presence.
Right.
And I love like with this caffeine shit, like everybody is like at square one. With Queen of the Ring, people kind of had their favorites. It's kind of like their ranking. Here, besides maybe the Hustles, the 40s, and the Jets, everybody's new. So it's like in 2021, we could have a whole new top 5. Just the way Lady Flames and Vixen, was, kind of new to the caffeine scene. And surprisingly, they're here. Here they are on the top 10 list. Who would have thought that? So we never know what new girl can have a breakout year next year that could possibly be in the top 10 or top 5. So we just got to keep our eyes open and, the girls got to step up when it's time to and show out. I want to see TS come back. I know that she got a lot of shit going on. Maybe we'll talk about that later on, but I want to see her come back. I would like to see Shayna, Murph. See the boss, Nina, like where, some of these girls.
I want to see Norma Bates on caffeine. I want to see Norma Bates in a quiet setting like this. There's certain girls that I feel like if we see them coming back in this setting, Duchess, against maybe some of the newer girls, like get some clash matches, I think it'd be epic.
I'd like to see Jada Ray too.
That'd be all right. But again, it's so much that Queen of the Ring still has. That can happen. Like, again, Tia S, like you said, she's fire to me. I definitely always wanted to see, like, Vixen or, like, Shayna and Coffee. I want to see shit. Like, it's matchups that can happen. Like, it's a lot of nice people.
Shayna and Coffee that's fire.
That is fire.
Yeah.
That is fire.
I would love to see Mulatto in a caffeine setting. Like, I just feel like 40 bars would be fucking crazy.
Mulatto
Yeah,
on
she's-
40.
I absolutely need Mulatto prepped.
Yes.
It'd be too
A
heartbreaking.
Pimp Mulatto and a Prep 40, that battle would be fucking bananas.
I want to see
Yeah.
Merc and Coffee. I feel like that if Merc and Coffee both come on the A game, they both so unique, and their punches are so unorthodox. I feel like that'd be a great battle. But Merc got to be on her shit. So we actually getting to the end of our show. I definitely thank you, Hurricane Du and NHB Millz, for coming through.
Thank you for inviting me.
Couldn't have got it right without y'all. So thank y'all for everything that y'all do for the culture. Y'all both been in OTF from the beginning, so definitely appreciate your support coming through. And
Thank you.
y'all make sure y'all follow them as well.
OTF, OFMZ, salute to y'all. Keep doing what y'all doing, man.
Thank y'all. But we're coming to the end of our show. We're gonna let our co-host go. Give me one moment.
Bye, guys.
Y'all know
They
production.
still got the dick.
Y'all know production on my head.
They still, can they hear us?
I'm about to mute Hurricane Du and Millz. So
I
we got to close. We got to close the call.
I think we got an after show.
Yeah, we
going
about
on.
we about to do an after show. So if you in the group, we will be going live in the group. I think the car got it set up, so if it don't happen, it's the car fault. So we about to go live in OTF. I think we're gonna have some get. We're gonna have a guest. We're gonna get y'all know the after show get a little crazy. So I'm sure some of y'all got attitudes and all of this and all of that. So we'll get into it on the show.
In the messy on the after show. We got a professional on here.
Again,
Shout out to Snack. Shout out to Hart, Millz, Du, everybody that was watching and commenting. Shout out to y'all.
Thank you anybody that dropped props. We definitely appreciate that. Thank y'all for viewing OTFMZ. We appreciate the love, and we out.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come closer. Yeah. You're tuned into OTFMZ. They got the tea, honey. It's your girl, Shuni the rapper. Stay tuned.
Peter Don is lit.
I want to keep this energy.